Dungeons and Dragons, Warriors and Weapons. This little book is very handy. We're going to talk about this today. I'm Pittsburgh Pat on YouTube, and I teach Dungeons and Dragons. I'm also an Adventure League DM, official Wizard of the Coast endorsed. I'm kind of proud of that. Maybe you are too. Maybe you're a DM, or maybe you're going to try to teach kids how to play Dungeons and Dragons, or maybe you just want to learn a little bit about it yourself. This book is really helpful. Let me show you some things about this book. So there's this little set. You don't have to buy these big books. This is nice because it's almost pocket-sized. Obviously, I got this out of the library. These aren't that expensive, and they're nice hardbound books. The great thing about this book right off the bat is if you've got somebody who's new to D&D and they don't understand the classes, right? So basically, these are the fighter classes in this book. So Barbarian has a little description. Let's go through them right away. Fierce primal warriors entering a mighty battle rage. Fighter, heroes who master a variety of weapons and armor to make them skilled and deadly in combat. Monk, master of the martial arts who use mystic energy to empower their attacks. Paladin, holy champions who combine divine magic with martial skill. Rangers, scouts, and hunters who combine fighting skills with keen knowledge of the natural world to protect the wilderness. Rogue, thieves, acrobats, and explorers who specialize in stealth and trickery to overcome obstacles. These are really fun classes to play. These are not magic users per se, although you will find that monks, paladins, rangers sometimes have a limited amount of spells that they can cast. Rogues, if you take the arcane trickster, you may get some spells there as well. But basically, you're talking about, these are, people are going to use weapons. So that's why they're in this anthology here. And you can see in the table of contents, it goes through the different races, which now they're calling species, and the different classes here. And it gives examples of each. It also talks about equipment, armor, and different weapons. That's a big part of D&D. It doesn't have to be. I've taught some D&D where we don't use weapons. We just solve problems and mysteries. And that's a way to adapt it. So if you're trying to downplay the violent end of it, because, you know, D&D sometimes people take a step back and they have an objective look at them and they say, oh, maybe they're just a bunch of, they call them murder hobos, right? People that go from town to town and just kill people. So you can make this game a lot more interesting than just that. One of the neat things about this book, though, that's useful for young people or new people is it has this great flow chart. And this flow chart is nice because all you have to do is answer a question and you can sort of see what kind of class you might want to play. So you can go, do you prefer to live in the city or do you live outdoors? If you live in the city, it asks, do you see yourself as someone strong in battle or quick? So say you're strong. Do you serve a higher cause or do you and always follow the law? Yes or no? So if you answered yes, you live in a city, you're strong, and you are definitely a law-abiding citizen, you would probably make a good paladin. If you answered that you were in a city strong and you may not always follow the law, you might be a good fighter. Fighters don't have to be bad, but paladins definitely are not usually evil, right? If you're in the city and you're quick, it says here, do you charge into battle or do you use stealth to hide and strike from the shadows, right? So if you charge in, you're probably a fighter. If you stealth in, you're probably a rogue, right? So here, do you live in the city or outdoors? Do you live outdoors maybe? Do you see yourself as someone angry in battle or are you calm? If you're angry in battle, do you launch head on into a battle or are you more strategic? So if you launch head on, barbarian. If you're strategic, you're probably a ranger, right? You're going to stand back and use arrows and that sort of thing. So let's say that you're in battle or you live outdoor, you prefer the outdoors and you're calm when you're under battle. It says, do you enjoy being in nature with animals or do you enjoy being alone with your thoughts? So if you enjoy nature, ranger, alone with your thoughts, monks. So think of monks as solitary. Think of rangers as adaptable. They could be either angry or calm. That doesn't matter. Monks are probably more calm because they're more of that meditative state. This is just a guideline, by the way. It's just interesting. It also gives nice descriptions of the different backgrounds, because some of these can be a little strange. Obviously, something like noble, you have a title and your family owns land and riches. That's, you know, pretty self-explanatory. But like outlander, what does that mean, right? So according to this, it says, you've grown up away from large populations and you feel most comfortable in the wilderness. What do you think of city dwellers? How do you deal with people who destroy forests or mine the land? So that's not how I would have thought of Outlander. It's certainly not how the TV series talks about Outlander. Acolyte. Not everybody knows what acolyte means. Your character was raised in a temple and knows the sacred rites and customs. Are you still friends with the church? Do you want to go on quest to raise funds for them? You know, that kind of thing. So it's useful in a lot of different ways. It tells you about your starting gear, you know, like what you might have as far as like what your character might wear, because that's important to these classes because they're going to use armor. Here's the difference between the different kinds of clothes. Here's your equipment. Right? Talk about weapons. Right? So I don't want to go through this page by page, although it would be interesting to do so. But there's several books in this series. So there's Monsters and Creatures. We've already covered Wizards and Spells in another video. So look for that on my channel. And Dungeons and Tombs. And so we'll do these in separate videos. Hope you guys have a great day today. If you're teaching D&D, tell me about it. I'm really interested in other people's experiences, and we educators need to reach out and help each other and our fellow DMs. It's always great to have new ideas, to get inspiration from other people's ideas, and I can tell lots of stories. In fact, I've told a few on this channel, and maybe we can share some more stories. Oh, by the way, you like my ring? If you watch this all the way to the end, put Dragon Ring in the comments below. And like the video if this were useful for you. And if you want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know. And I am happy to attempt to help anybody who's interested in this universe. I think it's a rich storytelling tradition that can be used in multiple ways to benefit our youth and teach them values, such as working together in a group and allow them to explore their creativity. So, hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you on the next one.